you just see a guy, you don't know this guy from Adam. You now imagine you people have already gotten married, you've given birth to children, then the children now grow up and
you didn't want to come out predictable. I think I'm speaking your mind, sir. I know by the time you watch this, I'm speaking your mind. You didn't want her to predict you, so you gave her in a way she didn't see it coming. I think that was it.
I was talking about the fact that I had a couple of persons around me before I got married, and it was about the same time. Then my husband was just my friend, and then we would be gisting, and I'm telling him, one guy came and one guy did this, the guy said this. Actually, I didn't know that.
You were wounding the air.
Was that really? Of course I didn't know, because Uncle had not told me anything.
And are you sure you were not intentionally doing it to see? We ladies do these things, so we want to know if the guy really likes us.
Okay.
So we'll now be bringing up Jesus. That's how I went out today and this guy Alex just.
Funny enough, I wasn't too. I didn't even think he was. See, my husband came
just
with
to
very serious
to know whether he really likes you. No. Some people just want to know, does this guy like me? You know, men are difficult. It's difficult to read men's emotions sometimes. So she wants to know, this guy, does he have feelings for me, or is he just wasting my time? So you just be bringing up, that's how Alex just got me this nice handbag, came and took me
Alex,
out.
did you?
Alex, I don't know why you have to come as an example. Are you sure I'm not guilty of this you know?
Yes, I
So it was it that the instance where you were trying to find out if he likes you, so you were just giving him one, or you were just innocently just gisting to your guy?
I didn't really think.
But we know that this thing is not, men don't take it lightly. Why do we do it?
Well, I could gist with this person because he didn't give me any. I didn't feel any emotional hang around him to say, okay, he was. I'm talking of my husband now. When he was talking with me, when we were familiarizing and we were acquaintances, he didn't give me any impression that, oh, I like this girl, I wish I could say this to her, or I wish I could say. So it was easy for me to gist these things with him. And it was such that I could even call names of these guys. If I knew that he had I don't think I would have wanted to mention names. But I would just say these things and we'll just he didn't change his attitude towards me.
But would you have been cool if he was doing the same to you?
Telling me about
his...
He had told me about a few of them.
And you didn't feel anything?
Not really.
Because at that time, you guys had not really...
Yeah, because then, we weren't... So I just felt I was talking to...
a friend.
And me, I was even saying it with the mind... I even told him that there was one particular one that I even felt I could even say yes to this guy. I didn't even... I tell you that all the while, this is what you
have to go through.
I know, he told me that. Seriously, it was just too casual. We were just, and then he said, I want to ask you a question. So I thought it was just one of those stuff. And then he said, will you be my girlfriend? Please stop that kind of.
Okay, because I was expecting poetic, Hollywood.
Because he writes, okay, so I just felt you go poetic, say something nice, send me a note.
Yeah.
Uncle didn't send me anything.
That's why you're special. No, that was the plan.
And then I think it was around that period. Somehow, I think butterflies now started.
So sometimes it just takes for the man to say that he's interested, for the butterflies, for you to now begin to see him in that light. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe for me, that's what it was.
Okay.
And then I think it was easy to have that connection because yes, we had built friendship over time.
So friendship is important.
Yes, there are people that say love at first sight, or you just meet today and you ask the question tomorrow, and it works for some people. But for me, I just felt because we were able to build, we didn't just start from the top. We had taken gradually, this thing had come gradually, and so we could talk about different things. I'd spoken to him about a couple of guys, he had spoken to me about some ladies, so we could discuss on different levels, and nobody's feeling spited, nobody's feeling judged and all. So okay, if he felt he could take this thing a step further, and of course we're believers, not to ignore the fact that of course we pray and then we want to know if God, this is the will of God, and you have a go ahead or a prompting in your spirit that this is what it should be. So for us, there was no struggle.
Okay.
And then I think it was at that point, and also maybe when he talks about a particular girl, or when I see him around a particular girl, that's when I now start feeling a bit of jealousy.
Okay.
But because I did not get myself also attached from the beginning, like, oh, because he's calling me, because he's talking to me, it means I'm the only one. I'm the only, because I didn't, so I wouldn't feel that way when I see him or saw him with another lady at that time.
That's another thing. Do you know that thing has ruined a lot of relationships? I just feel like some persons are too possessive of their spouses or the person they are dating, you understand? You feel like because they are dating you, they cannot talk to other people, they cannot have conversations with other people. What do you think about that, really?
If he's not, or if he wasn't talking to you, or if he wasn't talking to people, how would he have met you? How would he have spoken to you?
That could be their fear that the way he talked to people and met you is the same way he will talk to people and meet.
Do you know how many people he has spoken to and met before you?
I don't know why.
And then you know how many people have you spoken to and met before him?
Oh, it's too much.
No. That's what I'm saying, because do you know that ladies, if this thing has happened to me, I get married, you now become. We can imagine things in our head.
Please pardon me. I have tears coming.
We can imagine things in our head. Oh God, why she's making me feel like I'm a clown. It happens to us.
Why do we do that?
I think it's just the way God created us. Women are very intuitive.
I did that, but I think that was when I was way younger.
And
Building castles in the air.
Yes. The guy has not spoken to you. You don't even know whether this guy will ever speak to you. But because this guy just looks like it. You now imagine you help the guy to toast you in your mind. You now say yes in your mind. You people now do relationship, you now do all the things you see on Nollywood and Hollywood. You now get married, have kids. The number of kids, you imagine how you want your kids to be cute, all the vacations, all these things in your head. The guy, the innocent guy, does not even know. Hi. Then you now see him talking to another lady.
You will be
angry. Ladies, let's give us.
But does this thing happen to guys? I think it's just.
I don't know. Maybe you're not.
The guys, please let us know.
Tell us in the comment section.
You guys also have this kind of fairy tale love.
Because it takes a Prince Charming to make a fairy tale.
Yeah, true.
So tell us. So maybe the Prince Charming used to think of the princess like that.
This.
So we now know that the equation is
balanced.
Because we're human beings.
Yeah.
It takes the emotions to fall in love.
True that.
So you shouldn't make us feel like we are weird.
No,
we are just having girl talk. But then, so the long and short is, you don't now start harboring plenty guys because of say, this one is coming, this one might this one might that. You don't trust this one, you don't trust that one. No. When I eventually said yes to my husband and we established that we were going into a relationship, I told him that there are a couple of guys around me. Okay, and now that I have said yes to you, we have established that we're in a relationship, I will need to tidy up
your mess.
Yes, so that not necessarily like I saw them as a mess, but
at that moment they didn't matter. So.
Of course, they didn't matter anymore because I knew that this is what it was.
Focus.
I was going into it and
True.
I was ready to commit to make this work.
Yeah.
Okay, so I knew that at this point I can't keep entertaining these other people around me, or not in a way that makes them feel like I have feelings for them and all of that. And he understood.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, he thought it was important for me to do that, and on his end too, he also made sure that yes, I knew that he had spoken to this person, but he also made sure to establish that this person, there's nothing going on with this lady, and all, and we set the ball rolling and we're where we are today. So I made sure that I did that. I didn't now say, because I've said yes to this one, and now still keep those other ones somewhere. So that maybe in case this one now says, you can now easily fall back. No.
No other option. Help me, sister. No plan. Help me. You're everything. If
Please
you
don't
know
mind
that
that.
song, please complete
Don't
it.
mind
in
that.
the comment section. Put the lyrics. Yeah.
Of course. My husband was and is everything.
Of course.
Okay.
So that's why we're here talking about this,
So, did I eventually throw or ignore all those guys because I was talking to my husband? No. And then it doesn't mean that I won't talk to the male counterpart because I'm in a relationship, or he won't talk to the female counterpart because he's in a relationship.
So you mean you still have male friends that call you even as you're a married woman now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
You guys
But of course,
gist and laugh
these
and all
people
that.
know that my husband knows them. They know my. So it's not a thing of you're calling me behind. You're calling me, and then he doesn't know that you're calling me.
Hiding and all that. But
I know his female friends. He knows my male. As a matter of fact, we came to a point where we said that because we're not going to the same places, we're not doing the same things per se. We got to that point where, okay, your friends are my friends are your friends. If you have a female friend, we had this agreement and it's working for us. If as a man, or as my husband, he has a female friend who thinks she can't be my friend, then she can't be his friend. And then if I have a male friend who thinks that he can't be, or he can't respect, or he cannot come to terms with the fact that there's a man in my life, I'm married, then we don't have any business interacting.
Wow.
So I can comfortably pick a call from a male friend, and my husband is there, and I'm mentioning the name. In fact, sometimes we're talking and then I'm even mentioning or bringing my husband into the conversation. It's that open.
Okay.
It's that open. Okay, so it's healthy for us because there were no, and all of that. So you don't just keep things. You know, say, okay, let me sweep this one. Let me tap it. When the thing goes somehow,
So,
bring it out. We just no.
Is it okay to I feel like this is a content on its own, but I'll just chip it in. Is it okay to okay, I'm a lady and I've had some terrible past, like my past has been so terrible, right? Is it okay to share with, okay, I've met this man and he loves me and we're ready to take our relationship to the next level? Is it okay for me to tell him, okay, guy, you're going to be my husband and I want to be true to you as much as possible because why not? You're my man, okay? So I've had 3 abortions in the past. Gosh, this is my life, My life wasn't all that, So, but I want to be as open to you as possible. Would you take me the way I am? So, is it okay to do that?
Know your man.
Guys, why is she speechless?
Because I will not say it is okay, and I will not say it is not okay.
Why are you speechless right there? The
Let
question
me
will
raise
come.
the cap up very well.
So you can see my
So that you can
expression.
see my face. So I will not say it is okay, and I will not say it is not okay. One thing that helps a relationship grow,
Okay.
that helped my relationship grow, is openness. Okay?
No matter
Honesty.
how terrible your past
I
was.
was listening to a message, it was a teaching by Pastor Funke Felix Adejumo.
Okay.
And then she said, she made a statement, and some persons might want to perceive it as, coming in a certain way, that it's not everything you open your mouth to say. Now, does that mean that you shouldn't say the truth, or that you shouldn't? I can't remember exactly how she phrased it, okay? So that it doesn't look like I'm taking what she said out of context.
Okay.
If I remembered the title of the message, I'd have shared it so that you can go and watch and listen on your own. But what she meant was, like this example you gave of, I've had 3 abortions, I've had 5 abortions. Does the situation warrant that you mention those things? There's nobody who doesn't have a past, good, bad, or ugly.
But do you know?
Is it like it has led to a health complication? Is it like it has led to a situation of maybe infertility? That, okay, you know that if you get married, you can't have kids. Is that the case? Then you now know that, okay, it was because of this thing you did in the past, and you don't want to punish this man and now say because he loves me and love covers a multitude of sins, you now keep quiet when you know that this is what it is? Don't you think it would be better to open up to him to say, this was what I did and it has led to this? And if he loves you and he's willing to go ahead, you guys can pray together and trust God for a miracle, you know. But then, because there are some persons, you know, men take this, people are different, both male and female, and people interpret things differently. Some persons, you will tell them, I did this, I did that, and they will walk away. Some persons, you will tell them and they will stay.
Anybody will walk away. They didn't really love you.
You can't be so sure.
Because if you loved me, you should love me with my baggage. Yes, not with sacrifice for God's sake. No, let us know in the comment section.
With his baggage.